Happy Sunday, you guys. I hope everyone had a wonderful day today. I am going to do this video I promised you guys, I guess 2 weeks ago now, on how I have been using the 50% retracement on the Fibonacci to enter the open range breakout. So the only thing that I have on the chart is the orb indicator. And I will go to it. I did a whole video on it, but I'll go to it. It's the open range breakout with pre-market, and I just turned the lines off. And the only thing that I have is the background on it. And of course, I use my Heiken Ashi candles. Other than that, only thing that's on the chart is the price action. So we're going to go to the FIb Retracement. If you haven't set your toolbar up, the Fibonacci is over here, and you will click on the menu until you see the FIb Retracement, and I have a star by it. So now it is on my toolbar. So once you go to the Fibonacci, so before we see all this action in the morning, all we have is pre-market, right? So we don't have any of this other information. So when the market opens, and it's not going to let me get to the perfect candle, but anyway, on a 1 minute or 2 minute chart, if the stock is already charged, when I say charge, I mean up 1 or 2%, we have a gap up. If the stock is already moving, has momentum before the market opens, the 1 minute, the 2 minute is primarily what I use to see what's going on. So when I click on my Fib, you may have a whole bunch of Fibonacci levels. So what I do is on the first candle, or you can do the first 3 candles. That would give you 2, 4, 6 minutes into market open. So on the first 3 candles, you want to go from your high to your low. Now, the only thing about this is you have to go in here. So we're going to go to, once you click on the Fib, let me slow down in case people don't know how to draw the Fibs. I'm sorry. So I'm using this one candle here basically, and I'm just going to tap onto the chart. And then once you tap on the chart, that's when you drag it up to the top of the candle. And I'll show you more in detail once we get the settings right. So I do this just like so. I start from the bottom to the top, and then I click, and then it stays on the chart. And so when the market first opened, I don't need all the levels. The only thing that I need is the 50% retracement. So I have several levels that I use set up. One is the 50% retracement for market open to play the orb. So I have done a detailed video on, I think, Fibs. If not, I can do one. Just let me know. But for now, you're going to uncheck everything but the 0.5 on the right hand side. Uncheck everything else. If you do not want to see the background color, which is not, because it's going to be one level, so it won't even show a color. So just uncheck everything but the 50%, extend lines right, and I save mine as a template. So I clicked here, I hit save as, and then I save that Fib level or Fib strategy that I use as 50% Fib. And then you just hit OK. So let's say the market just opened. We got the first 3 candles. Where is the 50%? You can't see all that yet. So where is the 50% retracement? Is the stock above the 50%, or is the stock price below the 50%? Rule of thumb is bulls are in control above 50%, and the bears are in control below the 50%. So at the morning open, if you are a quick scalper to trade the open and to trade the orb, this is the perfect strategy to show you where the bulls and the bears are in the day. And you can see right here, we have support here. So without me having to draw support, I already know with the purple orb that this is support. We have support and we are above the 50% and we have volume. And I'm not going into this to make it a strategy video at all. So that was a bonus. I just want to show you how you can draw the Fibonacci retracement or the Fibonacci level with only using the 50% to trade the open. And so we are above 50%. You would take your call and you would exit at your trade plan that you use. So if you exit at 30%, you would exit at 30%. I can do a more detailed video on the fibs, on how I exit and how I do my stop loss if you all want me to. This was just an overview on how I use it for the open range breakout. I know we broke to the upside, so I would take a call and I would put my risk management into play. So I'm going to go find 1 or 2 more days and end the video. Maybe I can find a bearish day. Okay, here's a bearish day. And I'm not trying to make the video just fast. I just don't want people to get bored because it's not that hard. Okay, so this is December the 1st. Okay. So this day we have a huge candle right here. And if you're a newbie and you are not using the fibs, you may think, okay, let me buy a call because you see this going up. So if I didn't have the orb on the chart as a newbie, I would think, oh, the market's going up, let me buy a call. But that's not the case. The market opened, pushed up, and the sellers pushed the price back down. And we have resistance. So it makes it easier where you don't have to really overthink to just have the little orb there and you can visually see it. So once again, to use the orb, use the fib strategy. To use the orb, I'm going to draw from the low to the high. Rule of thumb, only one rule with this strategy, guys. Above 50%, we take calls. Below, we take puts. Simple. And that's how I use it to trade the orb. Now, I have more strategies that I can show you guys. But this is just to see quick and easy on whether you should take calls or puts. Here was kind of tricky. If you didn't have the orb on, you would think, okay, let me take calls because we're above the 50%. But no, that's not the case. The case was that was the high open. So we didn't break above the open range high. So we do nothing. This little simple indicator just makes it visual. So we don't hop into a call because we are above the 50%. You have to get above the 50% and remain above the 50%. So what other way would I know to wait? It's by other fib levels that I don't have on here. It's by marking your morning high, marking your morning low, or using this simple indicator. So that's the end of this video, you guys. Comment below if you want me to go in more detail on how I exit, on how I use trail stops and take profits with this strategy. Have a great evening. See you on the next video. Bye.